after I got finished turning the garden and put the tractor up and stuff, I was having problems with my throttle. It was like sticking wide open. I had no control over it. So I had to come down here today and look at it, and I found some jacked up stuff on going to the carburetor. Actually, I saw it when I took the carburetor off. So I went ahead and ordered the part for it, and so today we're going to put that on, see if we can get this ready so we can put the tiller on to tiller everything and get it up to par. Alright, this is the part I took off. Completely wore out, and somebody, and it won't Paw Paw, I know who it was, but I won't say, put this rigging on there to hold it up to the carburetor. No good. So now we're going to go back with what it's supposed to have. Alright, what is it, April 12th?
April 11th.
April 11th, okay. I told you wrong a few minutes ago. So, we're down here, April 11th. We've been trying to get this garden plowed. Well, we've already turned it. We've been trying to get it tillered up, and it just keeps raining, like
Got
all the time.
Weeds growing.
Got weeds growing all in it. But the good news is, I think it's definitely dry enough to plow, or to tiller. So, I'm getting ready to hook up a tiller thing.
Thing.
Yeah, they gonna think maybe that dude ain't never farmed a day in his life. Now I promise I've worked many years in this garden. However, we didn't have a tractor, and Daddy just even after Daddy got a tractor, he still just had a couple little tools or attachments for it, and he just bought this deal last year. And so I got Tiny. We're going to try to get it hooked up.
What heavy part are we hooking
Now, and of course we got to get this turning plow off of it. As you see, Paw Paw's got several attachments for this thing. There's his bush hog. There's his blade. There's another tiller. But what we're looking for is up here, I think. It's this little bad boy right here. It's got the tillers. It hooks up to the PTO shaft, which it turns those bad boys. And so now we got to get Paw Paw's lawnmower out of the way, and move the tiller. So we got a few things to do, but we're gonna try to figure this out. Well, Tiny is, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to get this figured out, and we'll be right back with you guys.
Alright, it's April 16th. We're here at Paw Paw's Legacy Garden. EC just went over the garden with the tiller again, and it looks great. I'm going to try my hand at laying out some rows. Going to be using this little jewel right here, hopefully. And let's see how this goes.
Oh me, we know real farmers don't use a ruler, okay? We know this. But we never claimed to be real farmers, and Daddy always did the planting. All I did was work in it and help harvest it. And this is Tani's first one here. As far as on a scale, anyway, she's done some box gardening. Is that what you call it? Box gardening? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so we read that she read you wanted these onion sets at least around 6 inches apart. So I said, well, I don't need to guess. So we did stretch out the roller, and as you can see, she's struggling finding the 6-inch mark, but she said some bad things to me, by the way, that I'll probably edit off so y'all think she's a sweetheart. But anyway, we're getting in our first row of onions here. Looking pretty good. I think it's 2 different types of onions, Tani? Onions?
Yes, yellow and white.
Got yellow and white. I see they crook it from here, but we'll get them. They'll be okay. All right, Tani's putting down a little bit of fertilizer. We're gonna finish out this row with, what'd you say, cabbage? Onions are semi-straight. It don't matter. Alright, right there's where you want to be. You can just dig out with your hand and we'll do all...
I just brought that because I don't think it's quite deep enough.
Oh, okay.
So far, we got a few cabbage plants that we've got in the ground. Not much, and they should have been in the ground earlier, but the weather here in Virginia has been bad. Wet, nasty, cold. Then we've got quite a few white onions. Then we move on to some yellow onions. And that's the first row that we've gotten in. And EC's starting to cover it up. Well, we got our first row of potatoes in, all cut up, eyes facing up. These are kennybacks, and from what I remember eons ago, that's what my grandma and my grandpa planted. And they made some good potatoes for eating, so hope the Lord blesses this crop here.